Hi, boys and girls. I'm back. It's Miss Sam. I'm here today to talk about our character trait for June and to do our June lesson, my final lesson of the year, which is on goal setting. So, goal setting is all about thinking about what goals you have for next school year and even in the future. What are things you want to accomplish? Right? I want you to actually think about this school year. And did you reach your goals that you might have set last school year? What were things that you wanted to learn how to do or get better at? Did you accomplish those things? What were the challenges that you faced? And I'm actually going to send out an activity that's a whole book that you can create called The End of the Year in Review, where I want you to kind of review your whole school year and think about what happened. Reflect on what things you liked, disliked, what you learned, what you wanted to learn but didn't learn, what challenges you faced, and what your plans are and goals for next school year so you can kind of plan ahead. All right, so I'd like you to do that activity. I'm going to be sending that out. I also am going to read a story today where you are going to learn about how we have to think about where we want to go, right? How do we plan for the places we want to go? We're going to be reading Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. So I want you to think about where do you want to go? Maybe what do you want to be when you grow up? Maybe you want to be a teacher. Maybe you want to be a doctor. Or maybe you want to be a police officer. What do you have to do to get there? What do you have to accomplish? Even as just a first grader and a second grader, what do you have to learn? Or even a kindergartner, what do you have to do, right, to get to your goals? So, we're going to read this story. Again, it's called Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who will decide where to go. You look up and down streets, look 'em over with care. About some you will say, I choose not to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there things can happen, and frequently do, as people as brainy and footsie as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers with soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for so much fun. Unslumping yourself is not so easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked, some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and shin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right in three corners? Or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start into race down long wrinkled roads at a breaknecking pace, and grind on for miles across weirdest, wildest space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting, waiting for a bus to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting, waiting for a fish to bite, or waiting for the wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip-flappin', once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky, ready because you're that kind of guy. All the places you'll go, there is fun to be done, there are points to be scored, there are games to be won, and the magical things you will do with that ball, you'll make the winningest winner of all. Fame, you'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Sometimes you can't win, because you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much that you won't want to go on. But on you will go through the weather be foul, on you will go though your enemies prowl, on you will go through the hack and cracks howl, onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with so many strange birds as you go. So be sure where you step. Step with care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. And just never forget to be dexterous and deft. And never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Box Spam or Bixby or Bray or Marty Elvan, El Shannon O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So, get on your way. So boys and girls, I want you to think about where you want to go. I'm also going to be sending out a worksheet where you're going to actually fill in these little bubbles to think about what are the things that you want to do. Where do you want to go? What do you want to accomplish? Not only next school year, but in the future. All right, I want you to think about it. We had a really interesting school year this year with the remote learning at the end, and being home and going through this coronavirus and the difficulties and challenges we face. So think about it. Think about your year, all right, and plan for next school year. What do you want to learn? Hopefully we'll be back in school in the fall. I hope to see you all then. In the meantime, if you need me, you can always reach out to me. Have a great summer. Bye, boys and girls.